morning, my people. Top of the top. Today, September 24th, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because with Him, all things is possible. Peace and to everybody out there moving, going to work and coming from work. Any kids that's in charge of schools, that's got to be the school today. Please safe and parents get them there safe. Be aware of your surroundings. And please, no rushing to go because that's how accidents happen. Everybody, please arrive there safe. I hope everybody's feeling blessed, appreciated, and thankful for seeing another morning. With Him, all things is possible. Yes. Y'all, damn chair. Y'all, happy Wednesday. You on the check-in? Y'all know what it is. Morning chop-ups. Chop it up today. I can't do too much with y'all today. So we just gonna talk, y'all, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna have a regular conversation. That's all, as we do as always. I gotta tell y'all something funny I did yesterday that was kind of like out of character, but stuff happened. So I'm gonna tell y'all what. Just good morning to everybody, and like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Do it, man, please. This is the best places to be. One of the best places to be in the morning, man. All right. So we're gonna get into it. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the podcast. Let's go. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. I'm at $6.99. I appreciate all y'all. One subscriber from 700. That's a big accomplishment for me. So let's get it up there. Let's not be afraid, right? You know, if you're looking for some channels where it ain't no, like I said, it ain't no sugarcoating. It ain't no nobody biased and people just speaking from the heart. And I'm telling y'all, this is where you should be. Shouts to everybody out there that's pushing real content. Shout to my Johnny, the hangout spot. So let me tell you, I'm at Johnny's hangout spot yesterday, and I haven't been on Johnny's show in a minute. You know, for every channel you go to, there's going to be trolls and people who just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And I happened to be on Johnny's show. They happened. I don't know why I fell for y'all. I happened to walk into the November 14th conversation, which I shouldn't even got up in that. I should have left it where it was at. Being that I haven't been up there, my man, Johnny, the hangout spot. Go subscribe to Johnny, right? Johnny, the hangout spot. Y'all subscribe to him if you haven't. Walked up there, walked into that conversation, and I heard an idiot say, "This is going to be like the fight of the century," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And you know, I had to go in on him. He schooled me, but he didn't. I schooled him. Let me ask y'all something. Why time we bring Homeboy's name up, y'all gotta bring Shakur in it. You gotta bring Tiafimo in it. Y'all gotta bring Devin in it, man. Y'all really don't be knowing what y'all be talking about. Y'all really don't. But I told Johnny, I said, Johnny, I can't do it. When you get some real guests, let me up. And every guest that came up with me was basically, everybody that was in the chat was basically saying the same thing. Like, you know, it was just crazy. But I apologize to my man Johnny if I got a little too crazy. You know, he laughed it off because, you know, Johnny everybody knows I never come with disrespect. I might not say things the way people like it, but I never come with no disrespect. So Johnny know I didn't mean no harm. Some of you dudes, man, stay away from these boxing conversations. Stay away. Y'all be praising, giving these fighters more credit than when you should. And it's like, for what? And that was a conversation I really had no business in, because I don't even support November 14th. So I'm not going to discuss 14th anymore. I don't even want to hear dude name, neither one of their names. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. You know, it is what it is. I still haven't found out what was going on this week, y'all, as far as sports. So I'm gonna sit back and see what pops off this week. But what I know, like I told y'all, a lot of amateur boxing this week. I just heard my man Showtime Source, News. Shout outs to him. I just heard him say something about Jahad Tucker lighting the Paramount Theater in Long Island, November 7th. That's gonna be dope. I'm gonna definitely try to make it my business to get out to the Paramount for November 27th. If you don't know who Jahad Tucker is, for that's out there saying that Jahad Tucker don't have fans, you don't know what the fuck you are talking about. Every fighter that's out there, every rapper, every ball player is not going to have the same amount of fans. You got some people who like people more than others. But to say nobody has fans clearly shows me that none of y'all know what you talk about. This is why you guys should stay the hell out of boxing conversations. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. That's okay. Instead, I don't know. You put up a front like y'all do. You don't know. Say you don't know. Instead, you go out your way to insult somebody or to go out your way to act like you know. I don't understand you guys. Y'all make these conversations more weirder and weirder every day. And going on the hangout spot is a perfect example of why I don't entertain you idiots and why it shouldn't be allowed to come on and even voice their opinion that doesn't even matter. This is why I keep y'all off. That's a prime example last night. I wish you guys could have been there and saw that. That was a prime example why you can't come up here. None of that. You call a fight or you call something to accentuate and the other guy's not really a real fighter or he's not in the same weight class, but you call that a real fight, clearly tells me you don't know shit. Let me explain something to y'all. I'm never against anybody making money. So let's get something clear because a lot of people don't understand what I do over here. They think I do. I'm never against nobody making money, right? But we use an excuse of because somebody came from the hood, they came from the slums, they came from the gutter. So what? That's a normal story that we get every day. I'm sick of hearing. We all done came from somewhere where we struggled. Okay? That's the favorite word that y'all like to use. And y'all like to use that as an excuse for oh boy. Caleb Plant came from the struggle. He's not black. Yeah, Caleb Plant is not black. But Caleb Plant has a story. He has a struggle. Being homeless and going through what he was going through, to losing a daughter, to Barry having a. So what do we talk about when we say struggle? I'm sick of my people always using that as an excuse to get attention. We come from the so what? A lot of people come from that ain't got shit to do with who you supposed to be fighting. It's nobody making money. I promise to God I'm not against nobody making money. Making money. It's how you do it. Y'all be sticking up. When we have these conversations, y'all be sticking up for the wrong shit. For the wrong shit. Y'all say the wrong thing and then y'all actually start believing. Y'all actually start believing what you're saying and you try to get somebody to actually believe what it is that you're saying. Y'all are pitiful, man. Y'all are pitiful. Y'all really are. And I sit and I listen to what some of y'all say. Y'all start talking numbers in these fighters' pockets as if you're getting a PC and what they make. I don't get y'all, man. Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. Y'all are super weird. I never understood that. I'm never here to be a hater. I'm no hater because guess what? I'm not a boxing fan. I'm a boxing man. No, not every weirdo. Just the people who don't know what they talk about. Everybody's not a weirdo. It's those people. Everybody's not, because I'm not. And my people that I'm no boxing, they're not. It's these people who don't know shit, that's not in the game, been to a gym, that ain't never did anything, that don't go to fights once. Because my people, they know what they talking about. Don't spend money on boxing. They don't go nowhere, but they want to sit home and talk it. They want to be on people's channels acting like they know what they talking about and don't know shit. Damn, I love the way I make my tea. So, by all means, if anybody was to say, hey, a hater, no sir. No sir. Because to be honest with you, I don't care what these do. BBO. I don't know what that means. There's no point in fighting someone for any reason. I don't see the point. I don't know. You got to explain that, okay? Because I don't understand that. When y'all say things, y'all got to explain it. We talk English over here. I need you to break down or what you mean by that, so I can get a clear understanding. Because maybe I don't understand. Yeah, BBO. I'm trying, BBO. I'm trying to school these people who they bugging out here when it come to these fighters, man. They act like these fighters are their best friends. What you just said. What do you mean by what, bro? You just said. Break it down, man. What you mean by what? You said it. Break it down so I can get a clear understanding. Which you don't see the point in. I don't see the point in a lot of things. I don't see the point of why y'all keep supporting shit that y'all shouldn't be supporting or bragging about it. What? What are you talking about, dummy? I didn't say nothing about that neither, stupid. Get out of here, man. You just running your mouth to run your mouth. Get out of here, man. Bozo. Well, you know, BBO, that's good. That's good. You know what, BBO? I don't care if somebody tell you something bad about me or good. Somebody's find a reason to dislike you. When I learned that you know how when you somebody said I heard about you and you go, I hope that is good things. I don't really be caring if people heard good things about me. It doesn't matter to me because me from what I'm doing. It doesn't stop me from what I'm doing. So I don't need too much worry about it, man. But if somebody told you something good, that's dope. But I finally realized that people make you a villain even when you're not trying to be a villain. The idiot you just seen me had to get rid of. I never said nothing about him fighting me. He just come out lashing out. You see what I mean? People just be running their mouth, and that's why that block button. That's why the block button's right there. People just be running their mouth. Don't know what they talking about. For anybody out there that thinks that, hey, he's a hater, I don't have time to hate on no fighter because I don't have no time to be worried about what a fighter's doing. But when I see y'all out here acting like shit that's about to happen, it's about to change the sport of boxing. Let me tell you something. If y'all not careful, if we're not careful, and I said this before, in a year or two, nobody's going to be interested. Nobody's going to be interested. I don't care. I'm going to be real with y'all. I really don't give a shit about any of this stuff that y'all care about. I really don't. Why y'all think I don't make shows about it? Why do you think I don't create content on it? Because if I was a hater or felt some kind of way, it'd be videos made about it. Y'all don't really see me making videos about that shit. Y'all see my thumbnail, and when I want to talk about something, like I talked about Wilder and Andy Luis yesterday, right? Yeah, that was yesterday. Yesterday, right? Then after that, you see me get to my morning chop-ups. All this shit that y'all be talking about, I don't care nothing about it. I don't care nothing about it. There's a lot of shit in this sport that y'all care about that I don't care about. I don't give a shit about it. I don't care nothing about it. You idiotic ass trolls and all you people that don't know what you, I don't be caring about half of what y'all was talking about. Because all y'all doing is making the sport more messed up than what it is. And like I told dude last night, where he goes, oh, so I'm to blame for what's going on in the sport? No, just you and about 99.9 other idiots. It's not just you. Don't feel bad. Josh Sanders, what's up, my brother? Because when you don't agree with them, or if you don't like the fighter that they like, they call you a hater. I wasn't on there yesterday to speak about just duel. I was speaking about the whole situation. But I don't care. I'm not gonna allow y'all to get me caught up in conversations about the sport of boxing when the fight is not even real. I'm not gonna allow y'all to do that to me. Put me in situations, because I don't care about none of that. I didn't go to no press conference when it happened. I didn't go to any of that shit. So somebody can never call me a hater. You sound like a hater. Hell no. I'm not pocket watching these fighters. That's what y'all do. I don't pocket watch them. But when I see something that don't make sense, but to y'all, yeah, it makes sense, because you're looking at somebody because they come from the hood and they struggle. They deserve to go make this amount of money. I don't give a shit about none of that. I don't give a shit about none of that. I'm not against no man from no color making money. Black, white, Mexican. I'm not against no man. Andy Luis had beat AJ when I don't know him, but I know that money changed his life. It changed his life. Caleb Plant first became a world champion. It changed his life. Y'all make excuses. I'm not making excuses for people who look like me because they come from the slums, they come from the projects, they was on welfare, they was in foster care. All right, yeah, okay, sure. And I'll be what up? What that mean? Caleb Plant was homeless, sleeping in an abandoned building. Lost his daughter. That man come from the struggle. Forget what his skin color look like. He comes from the struggle. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Yeah, ain't that crazy? That's crazy. That's crazy work, Josh. Crazy. Caleb Plant comes from the struggle. Like, what do you mean? At some point, we all come from some type of struggle. There's some Chinese guys that come from some struggle. There's different nationalities. Y'all use that as an excuse to say, yeah, because he comes from the struggle. So this fight that he's taking November 14th, he deserves it. Man, get the fuck out of here. What world are y'all living in? What world are y'all living in? This is why I say y'all don't know shit. Everybody's running their mouth just to run their mouth. And swear up and down, y'all know what y'all talking about. I don't hate on nobody. Because unlike y'all, it's a lot of this shit in the sport I don't care about. Yo, what's going on, Jason Allen, my brother? Texas in the building. It's a lot of this shit, it's a lot of this in the sport I don't care about. Y'all care about a lot of this silly, goofy shit that go on. I don't care. So don't please, nobody call me a hater, because I don't care. If I cared, you'd be seeing me make videos all the time about it. You might hear me mention dude, you ain't hear me make no, you ain't see me put no thumbnail up. Because I'm not entertaining that bullshit. It's a lot of shit I'm not. Let me tell you something. I'd rather sit here all day and entertain amateur boxing because at least in that sport, at least over there, I can be satisfied with what I get. Over here in professional boxing, you don't know what you're going to get. You can only keep your fingers crossed and hope and pray that you can get something that will be satisfying, which we do. We've had a lot of great fights for the end of this year. This one coming up is the only circus. But hey, I'm not telling people to not go watch it. Do what you want. I'm just telling you what I'm not doing and what I'm not supporting. Every time it's time to mention dude name, y'all got to bring up everybody else. Devin, Tank, Tiafimo, Richardson. That shit ain't got. They all fought who they supposed to fight. That's why I be like, y'all don't be knowing what y'all be talking about, man. Y'all just be talking. Bunch of meat eaters. Meat eaters. This man, anytime a celebrity or anybody that's in a higher position that you support, that you're paid to see, can sit there and say, F the fans, but don't care about what the fans want, and that's somebody that y'all gonna choose to keep supporting, then y'all are the dummies. So whatever he gives y'all, y'all deserve it. And that's not just with him, that's with anybody. Anybody, any celebrity from a movie star to a ball player, anybody can tell you F the fans and I don't care what they want. And I'm gonna continue to do what I do. Because let me tell you something, you got some real supporters out there that's like, look, man, we don't care what the other people say. This is what we want to see you do. But then when you can tell the people that really support you that, hey, I don't care what y'all want, F y'all, who's going to keep going out their way to support that person? Y'all just don't get it. I'm not no hater because, yo, it seems like every time you speak about this, it sounds like some hate. I ain't speaking no hate, bro, because I don't give a shit about it. They was just in my city for a press conference. I could have applied for that, but let me tell you why I didn't apply for that. I wasn't applying for that bullshit, and two, applying for them is always a hassle where you don't get it. So when you don't get it, now you got to go down and find out why you didn't get it, or you said, you know what, I'm just gonna stand outside with my camera and I'll just catch everything from there. I mean, I'm a grown ass man. I'm not no groupie. I'm not no groupie. I could have easily did that, but I'm not no groupie. See, there's a lot of things that come with this boxing that a lot of you idiots don't understand because you idiots don't know what it is to put in a credential. You idiots don't even know what it is to have a channel. You idiots don't know what you got to go through when you don't get credentials. And it's a whole bunch of shit. There's 4 or 5 people you got to go through just to get to that one person to find out why you didn't get credentials. It's bigger than just boxing. So when you're doing all that and you're going out your way, number one, when you do that, you want to make sure that if I put in credentials for this fight that's coming up, it's got to be a fight that's worth me putting the credentials in. But even then, you might not get it. So why go out of your way to put in for some shit like that? That's a WrestleMania match. You don't get credentials for it, but then you find yourself on Times Square with the rest of the groupies. Who's doing that? By all means, I'm not no hater. And I'm not going to tell nobody what fight not to watch. I'm not going to do that. By all means, I'm not going to do that. I can't tell people that, yo, if you watch the fight, if you watch that fight, you're a sucker. If you watch this, I can't do that. Everybody's allowed to do what they want to do. You can't get people to believe what it is. I'm not getting people to believe what it is that I believe. I can't do that. Because at the end of the day, you could sit here and be like, well, you know, I'm still going to watch it. I'm not going to call you an idiot, but if you watch this fight, I'm not talking to you no more. I'm not going to do that. Yo, if you watch this fight, man, then you're whack. I'm not going to do that. I have no right. I'm telling you what I believe in and what I'm not doing. And I'm not supporting dude after this. I'm not supporting him now. See, for my real people, for my real boxing fans, not these troll idiots that don't know shit, but for the real fans, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. We got a lot of major fights coming up. Y'all know. Check the stats. Y'all can make fun of Conor Benn and Chris Eubanks, but that's more. Hey, that fight is more realer than what you can imagine. If you saw the first one, Vergil Ortiz and Erickson Lubin, huh? Thurman and Fedora. Frank Martin's coming back. Hmm? Who else we got? We got November. Y'all see what we got in the month of November? The month of November is stacked. The only dysfunctional shit on November is the 14th. Other than that, the 15th, the 22nd, the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd is what I'm focusing on. The 14th is just a blur. Because that week of that fight, I'm talking about Chris Eubanks and Conor Benn. I guarantee you, that's what I'm talking about that week. Don't ask me nothing about, yo, you watching? No, I'm not. Yo, shut up, yo, Josh, yo, Josh. Yeah, that would. Matter of fact, I might go back and watch that fight. Keep in mind, for the people who don't know, that fight is November 15th. But of course, on November 15th, and this is the thing that pisses me off, Josh, and everybody. I want everybody to get what I'm saying. Instead of us focusing, because it could have been. I don't even know if that's the only fight for November 15th, because I don't know what the zone's doing. If they're doing something, I haven't heard anything. But the sad thing about it is, we should be talking about Chris Eubanks and Conor Benn for that week. But this other situation is going to overlook all that. It's gonna cover all that, because people are gonna be like, man, we don't care nothing about no Eubanks and Conor Benn. We don't care. Hey, who's watching Friday? That's what a lot of you D-Riders is gonna do. Yo, who's watching Friday? As if Chris Eubanks and Conor Benn is a trash fight. And it's actually two real fighters. But because you WrestleMania 7 ass people are so concerned and worried, and you think this guy can stop this guy, you think this is gonna happen, this is all a shit show. But this is what y'all do, though. Ain't nobody hating, bro. I don't really give a shit. I'm not one of these dudes. Don't try to compare me. Yo, you hate. I'm not hating on nothing, because I want everybody to get their money. But it ain't just about you getting your money. Y'all claim y'all want to see the best fight the best. This is why I be saying y'all full of shit. Y'all don't even know what fighting the best is. Y'all really be trying to convince people, I want to see the best fight the best. No, the fuck you don't. You don't know what that is. Half of y'all haven't even had a fight when y'all was in school and talking like you want to see the best fight the best. Man, get out of here. If you want to see the best fight the best, then you would be supporting November 14th. Because you telling me that's the best? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Are you shitting me or kidding me? So for now, don't none of y'all use that. I want to see the best fight the best. Don't use it. Don't use it anymore. Because you don't know what it means. Like I said, it's popularity versus the truth. And y'all don't give a shit about the truth. You only care about what's popular. That's all you're doing. And if we're not careful, we're gonna make 2026 a goofy ass year. And we don't need 2026 to be some goofy ass WrestleMania year. We don't need it. We don't need it. And this is why I stick to amateur boxing so much, because even though amateur boxing has its flaws, everything you see as far as the competition makes sense. I pick going to the Nationals or to the Olympics or going to see a regular boxing match with these amateurs any day than to be a part of this circus. That's why when y'all hear me say I don't really give a shit about what go on in professional boxing, I really don't. Because I'm too busy being with these kids who are about to become the future. And shout out to my man Pete Voodoo. Shout outs to him. A guy who's professional, but I watched him come up in the amateurs. I don't have time for this shit, y'all. And for somebody to say you're the only one complaining, man, I ain't complaining. I'm stating facts. I'm not on here asking anybody, who's going to watch this fight November 14th? Who's going to watch this fight? Who's going to watch that fight? Nah, man, I ain't complaining. Y'all do what you want to do. Who the fuck am I to come and tell y'all what y'all can and can't do? I ain't complaining about nothing. You know why? Because the shit really don't matter to me. But I just think it's comical when you guys try to act like this is the fight of the century. This is going to change people's lives. Are you shitting me or kidding me? Y'all don't know nothing, bud. This is why Roger Mayweather said it. Y'all don't know shit. You don't know nothing. But as soon as somebody don't agree with you or somebody's voicing their opinion, the first thing y'all call it is hate. It ain't hate. It is what it is. Now, guess what? There could be 1 billion people who watch this. Cool. Am I jealous? Am I mad? Yo, everybody who watched that, you a bunch of dummies. I'm not coming on here that next day, that Saturday, or coming up here that Monday insulting people. I'm not doing that. If you watched it, you watched it. If you won some money off it, congratulations. Because the money that you win betting on that fight depends on what you get, might help you with your financial situation. I'm not against making money, but all money ain't good money. And when you stop caring about what the fans think, then that's a problem. And maybe you should leave the sport. Maybe you should do all of us a favor and don't hold up the division and just get out. The sport will be a better place without you. And that's for any fighter in any weight class, not just this particular guy, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm just picking on him. Any fighter from any weight class, if you're holding up the sport and you don't care about what the fans think anymore, Tay, what's going on, my Long Island sister? If you don't care about what the fans think and it's all about the money, then maybe you should take the money and go. Take the money and go. Don't come back. Because the problem is we don't need the sport of boxing being held up no more than what it's been. There's been a lot of traffic in boxing because it had been held up. We don't need any of that. We're coming into another new year, and we need to see some new things. We need to see some real fights and not fantasy fights, and we don't need to see no more WrestleMania fights. We don't need to see it. So when you guys go out your way to say, I want to see the best fight the best, some of y'all want to. But the rest of y'all don't even know what that means. Because now the question becomes is, why is he got to fight him so? Did Devin do this? Did Shakur do this? Did Teofimo do this? That shit ain't got nothing to do with who we talking about. And let me tell you something. I keep that same energy with every fighter. I'm a Devin fan, but if he did something goofy, I'm on him. If Shakur did something goofy, I'm on him about it. Brian Norman, I'm on him about it. Boots, I'm on him about it. Since y'all want to make it seem like it's just a Tank situation, no, I'm on anybody about it. I don't deride, and I don't keep these fighters jocks in my mouth like y'all do. Oh, you know what, Tay? When I heard that, Tay, because I didn't see it, but when I heard it, because I wasn't watching the bullshit press conference, when I heard that, I said, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But then you got assholes out there that's still sticking up for that. And that man he basically sat there and said what he said. I'm not a fan of none of these dudes, man. I'm not a fan of none of these dudes. I like them for what they have brought to the sport of boxing and what they did. Josh, my days of being fans, unless you are one of these retired fighters, no. Come on, man. And a lot of people are just looking at the money, because a lot of retired fighters or coaches would have been like, yeah, I wish I would have had the opportunity to make their money because I would have took it too. Well, it's something different when you're talking about two fighters. The sport of boxing became what it became years ago is because they allowed it to come. They allowed it. It would have never been no YouTube if boxing would have been handling their business like they were supposed to. I'm not mad at no Jake Paul. I told you that this before. Because in this situation, we can't be mad with Jake. We can't be mad with him. Can't be mad with him. Just hold all the fighters accountable. Yeah, you got to hold them accountable, and people don't do that. Remember, I used that word the other day, accountable, and people don't want to do that. Yeah. Well, you know, and that's why Tay feels that way. He won't get no support from me. And not just him, but anybody that decides to think like that and decides to disrespect the fans. See, I can't let that fly. But I don't have to sit up here and have a heart attack about it. We're in what's today, the 24th? For the next couple weeks leading up to that day, people are going to be on here crashing out about this as if it's something real. I won't even crash out about a real fight. You think I'm about to crash out about this bullshit? And it's the same week as Chris Eubanks and Conor Benn, which I hate that they put that in the same week because it's not going to be fair. Because if Chris Eubanks and Conor Benn second fight turns out to be great, nobody's going to want to talk about it like that because they're going to be too busy talking about this bullshit. And that's not fair to them because their first fight was a classic. And their second fight could be so good where it could lead to a trilogy. But because of this circus, everybody's going to be overlooking it. Media and content creators. You know, a lot of us is looked at as, even as media, we just looked at as fans. Some of us is looked at as if we don't know shit. We here to cause controversy, and we just here to say whatever. And this is why I get on media dudes like, stop it, because we already looked at some kind of way. It is our job to push real content. It's not our job to be out here cloud chasing and saying shit because they look at that. They peoples look at that. So then it's like, you know what? Because media is not media no more. I've been doing this, 4 years now? So, we looked at it as like, these guys are just, these guys are just looking to get views, which I don't care nothing about that. I'm just be looking to see good boxing. And I don't want that week in November to come and nobody's focusing on the kind of Ben and Chris Eubanks. Because y'all going to be up on the 15th talking about what happened the night before. Y'all going to get up on the 16th, 17th, 18th, the 19th, the 20th, the 21st. And by the time it's time for Devin and Brian Norman and Anthony Yard and David Benavidez, you still going to be on a fight that happened a week ago. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I do this for the love. I don't get paid for this shit. Some people are making money on YouTube where they can just do all this extra shit. I ain't getting $1. Not through a Cash App, not through nothing. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. No hating in my blood. I don't care what I say or how I say it. Ain't no hate in my blood. I don't give a shit if you say it is. Because I don't care. I don't have to entertain this shit. But you do know that when Brian Norman and Devin Haney comes, that's November 22nd. We don't need November the 22nd to come around and you fools are still on what happened the 14th. Because you're going to do it because that's what y'all do. And it's not fair to the fighters. And then they wonder why they fight not either being talked about like that. Because every channel wants to be on the same shit. And that's what some of y'all need to do. Some of us, it doesn't need to be 4, 5, 6 channels talking about the same shit. One of y'all got to break the ice. Somebody got to be different. Everybody don't need to be alike. Oh, they over there talking about it? Well, I guess we'll do the same thing too. We don't need to. As content creators, one of these channels, we got to break the ice. Oh, if they over there talking about it, then we need to go in a different direction and talk about something else. Because in the month of November, we got a lot of great stuff happening. Erickson Lubin, Virgil Ortiz. A lot of y'all go, man, I don't want to talk about that because I already know who's going to win that. Virgil. You don't know what the fuck going to happen. A lot of y'all want to act like y'all boxing experts. I know what's going to happen. Virgil's going to stop him. You don't know what's going to happen. No, I don't want to talk about Chris Eubanks and Conor Benn, man. Eubanks will probably get him again. You don't know what's going to happen. Oh, Devin Haney might easily just sweep Brian Norman. You don't know what's going to happen. Oh, David Benavidez he'll get Anthony Yard out of there. You don't know what's going to happen. Y'all don't want to talk about shit like that. But there's a circus that's coming up. And you clowns are being a part of it. You got your red noses on with the wigs on and the big ass, flappy ass shoes. Entertaining this WrestleMania shit. Go ahead, man. You know what they say. You hang around clowns long enough and you'll become a part of the circus. For some of y'all already a part of the circus and you've been a part of the circus. And you'll continue to be a part of the circus. There's no hating. Y'all act like as media or as somebody who say they like boxing, that everything that you see in boxing, you got to just agree with it because you're media. You got to agree with it, man. You're media. You can't go against the grain. No. Being a part of media is not just media. It's you speaking your mind. Whether people agree with you or not. You can't be a yes man. A lot of y'all are just yes men out there. To get credentials, to get views, to get subscribers. Y'all a whole bunch of yes men. Y'all going yes to everything. Y'all talk shit behind scenes, but then afraid to get in front of a camera and say something. You think everybody who went down there and applied for that fight agree with it? I guarantee you at some point they talk shit behind camera, but then went down there with smiles as if they agreed with the shit. Too afraid to say something because you got to watch who's listening. Oh my God, this can destroy you from getting credentials. This can destroy you from certain doors opening up for you. You don't want that, McClain. I don't give a shit about none of that. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Just because freedom of speech is not freedom of speech, that doesn't mean that I'm going to be silent. Because I don't work for nobody. I'm not on nobody's network. Ain't nobody paying no Doug Zone. So therefore, I make my own rules. Hey, shout out to some of y'all that's getting paid to say what y'all say for these fighters. I'm not. I run my own show. But as media, if you can't say what it is you need to say because there's this code that says if you say this, then there's a possibility you're not going to get to where you want to go. So you have to sugarcoat everything and you got to be a yes man. Then maybe y'all shouldn't be media no more. Maybe you shouldn't. Rather, if you're getting paid or not. There's nothing wrong with you speaking your mind. People are going to call you haters. That's okay. Because remember, I told you it's popularity versus the truth. Nobody gives a shit about the truth. Only about what's popular. I don't hate on no fighter. I want to see every fighter get their bag. But I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon and agree with something just because the rest of y'all horny ass people are doing it. I'm not going to do it. Oh, so you're not going to watch something if it's free? I won't give a shit about none of that. It ain't about if it's free or not, because I paid for many pay-per-views. My wife paid to have ESPN Plus. We paid for the Zone. Y'all ain't gonna sit here and talk to me like I just walked into boxing. You tripping. We paid for all that. A lot of pay-per-views that came up, we paid for it. We've paid for it. Plenty of times. So don't try to challenge me when it comes to this having boxing topics or conversations. I'm not the smartest person, but I know when something makes sense and when it don't. If you are media, forget talking to you fake ass fans. Because even in the media, some of us are fans too. But we do have a responsibility to speak up when something is not right. Sticking to this code of not saying anything because you can easily either be blocked or be banned or be turned around. You won't get no credentials. Somebody's going to see this video that you're making. They're going to pass it around to people and then you could be done. I don't think so. If you're not up here threatening nobody, you're not up here cursing nobody out, you're not up here doing any of that, you speaking your mind. Freedom's March, what's going on? Hold on, Freedom's March. Underrated, what's going on, my good brother?
I'm good. Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm just up here talking to the people. You
Gotcha.
understand what I'm saying? Y'all get this twisted. Some of y'all are so scary where this freedom of speech got y'all under pressure where y'all say what y'all want, but y'all won't do it on camera. And when you speak about it on camera, you sugarcoat it to make sure you're not saying nothing to make it sound like you're a hater because you don't want people to block you from where it is you're trying to go. But a lot of y'all don't know the definition of what being a media person is. You don't. You'll talk shit off camera, and then on camera, oh no, I'm not gonna say that. Yes, there's a lot of things in this world we can say that we can't say, but if you can't speak your mind about something because you're worried about somebody calling you a hater, you got a problem. You got a problem. You're supposed to speak your mind. You're not speaking your mind for people to agree with you. You're speaking your mind because that's what you do. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not looking for people to agree with you. You think when I speak and I say stuff, I'm looking for people to agree with me? I don't give a shit if you agree with me or not. Hey, underrated, check this, right?
Uh-huh.
My show is not called Do You Agree With Me podcast. Last time I checked, my shit was called No Duck Zone. It wasn't called Do You Agree With Me podcast. I'm not looking for y'all to agree with me. We could agree to disagree on here all day. That's what makes great content. Okay, we all agree, but we can come to some type of solution that it's like, okay, we ain't gonna agree, but we gonna keep it respectful. But I'm telling y'all better wake up. Y'all too busy keeping these fighters jocks in your mouth. You're praising them. You talking a whole bunch of stuff that y'all don't know what y'all talk about. Y'all in these fighters' pockets. Y'all worrying about what cars they drive. You worrying about what they eat for breakfast. You're wondering what they shit looks like when they go to the toilet. What school their kids go to. Some of y'all are just y'all doing the most, bruh.
Uh-huh.
Praising these fighters that don't give a shit about you. I don't understand y'all. Y'all are super weird. Yo, for real, Jason. For real. I don't get y'all. I wonder what he wears before he goes to bed. What are we talking about? I never hate on nobody, brother. For this man to go make his money November 14th, go make it. But it's how you make it. Y'all looking at the wrong thing of struggle. We all come from struggle. You think this man is the only one in America that's went through struggle? We all went through it. How many black men got the story of not growing up with their fathers and mothers was on drugs? Huh? How many? And it doesn't matter. It's not a New York thing. It's not a Baltimore thing. It happens everywhere. Texas, St. Louis, Cleveland, everywhere. How many fighters, how many rappers, how many ball players, how many movie stars, how many drug dealers have we heard that from? But even in they field, they would tell you all money is not good money. There's been people that has had to turn down stuff for a reason because the outcome wasn't going to be good. Because if you cared anything about legacy and solidifying it, you got to be careful with the moves you make. Let me ask y'all something. How does that on the 14th solidify his legacy? Oh, don't worry, I'll wait. Oh, everybody don't speak at one time. Don't worry, I got time. I'll wait. And then you want to compare Mayweather to what Mayweather did that his last fight. Y'all be out here trying to compare you can't compare them resumes. Mayweather did much better. Had a much better resume. Stop comparing that. This is why I say y'all don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. Y'all don't know what y'all be talking about. Y'all just be running your mouths. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying, Jason Allen. How he thinks of the fans, that was crazy. And you got assholes who still gonna go out their way on the 14th to watch that. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me tell you another reason why I fell back. When I saw how Buddy acts when he comes to a press conference and all, how dude had us waiting about 3 or 4 hours before he came. I'm on my way on the train coming across the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm coming across that bridge that brings you to Atlantic Barclays Center, underrated. I look at the phone. They like, hey, Buddy ain't coming till I think like 2:30. And at this time, I'm we
What?
want to stop. I go, okay, here we go. So I ends up going back home. I said, all right, let me go back home then. Go back home, underrated. I come back the time I'm supposed to, and Buddy don't come till about 3 hours later. 3 hours later. Now, at that time, I think they did that. What? That was in March when they had the press conference because they fought. No, that was in December when they had the press conference because they fought in March. And at that time, it was getting dark outside. Tiffany ended up beating me home when I should have ended up beating her home. At that time, Tiffany would get off about 5, 6 o'clock. At that time, I'm still sitting in the bar play waiting on him. You think that man walked in and apologized?
Nope.
Sorry, y'all. Alicia Baumgartner, we went to go see her recently when she just fought on the card at the Garden. And she was only a couple minutes late. You know what she did when she got out? Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I appreciate y'all waiting on me. And spoke to everybody. She's the only reason why I probably would glance at the fight for November 14th, because she's on the card. That's a person who cares about the fans. Somebody sit there and tell you that they don't care. Can you imagine if Michael Jordan, which I'm it's a little iffy with him, but just imagine MJ saying, man, I don't give a shit about y'all.
Right.
Which I feel like he don't, but y'all still go out there and spend $200 on his kicks. But that's another story. Y'all not looking at the bigger picture. Y'all too busy D-riding. Well, what do you want him to do? Man, I don't give a shit. I'll tell you what I want him to do. If this is going to be his final curtain call, leave and don't come back. Because the sport don't need to be no more held up than what it is. Leave. Leave. And not just him, underrated. All these guys that's in some position that's holding the sport up, do us a favor. Leave.
Yep.
Leave. I'm not gonna miss you. Leave.
Goodbye.
And this what these dudes are afraid. Not everybody, but some of these dudes are afraid to get on here and say that because they too busy worrying about if I say too much, the position that it might put me in.
Yeah.
Underrated. How many of us have came out of our pockets for pay-per-views? This ESPN Plus, this DAZN. All we ask for is to do what you're supposed to, but I see that that's rare, that it's not going to happen. And this is why I always say these fighters don't care about what you want. They're going to do what's best for them and their family.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, right?
Uh-huh.
But I'm not going to sit back and watch y'all disrespect other fighters that's having real fights. Well, Danny Garcia's coming back. He shouldn't come back. And who's he fighting? Who's Danny Gonzalez? I ain't never heard of dude. Listen, it's a real fight, and Danny Gonzalez is known in New York. Out of Queens.
So,
Do your research on them. Everybody that's on that fight card is either somebody who's been in boxing or they making their debut. It's a great card for October 18th. But y'all want to sit there and down that. Oh, Chris Eubanks. Who wants to see Chris Eubanks and Conor Benn? It's a real fight, though. What are we talking about? Y'all cotton picking mine. I don't get it, underrated. I don't get it. And you know what? Maybe it's not meant for me to get it. Maybe it's not meant for me. Maybe it's just meant for me to.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just meant for me to just shut up and just create content. But a lot of shit I don't get and I don't understand. And I'm not no hater and I don't care who calls me one because I don't give a shit about none of these guys because they don't pay my bills. I pay theirs. It's the other way around. Because every time when you're paying for a pay-per-view or when you're paying for merch, when you're paying for a ticket to go see these fighters, they ain't paying my rent. What they doing for me? It's a simple question.
Download the church.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on nothing, bro. Because I don't care. You ever see me put up a thumbnail with both of them on there? Oh, let's get into this fight. Nah, man. It just kills me when I look around and you guys are treating this shit as this is Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis. When this is clearly WrestleMania. And you know what? Maybe underrated, it wouldn't be so bad. Right? But it'll be bad anyway. But what makes this worse, you know what makes all this worse, underrated? Ask me, what makes this whole thing bad?
What makes this whole thing bad?
What makes this worse than him taking this fight is him insulting the fans. And I hope all of y'all that went down there, the media, the photographers, the fans, all you guys that went down there thinking y'all was going to get hugs and kisses from him, y'all got exactly what y'all deserve. Johnny, the hangout spot. Hey, Johnny, like I said yesterday, my bad, big bro. But that dude you had on there, never need to have him on. If I would have had $100, I would have cashed out you to get him the hell out of here. That's what makes it bad. So I hope all you fans that went down there, you photographers, you media people, the fans who really support dude, no matter what he do, and then he sits there and said that, I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. I hope all of you are happy. Do I feel some kind of way? Nope. As soon as I heard what he was doing, I already dubbed him anyway. I hope y'all happy. I don't feel no kind of way, underrated. I don't need to be over here flipping over tables and chairs and screaming. It don't matter to me. I don't feel no kind of way. Hey, they gonna make great money together. Go ahead, make their money. I'm not tripping, B. I'm really not. You think I'm a hater? You crazy? I got boxing to worry about. I got all these guys who get ready to turn pro that's trying to get somewhere that I'm focusing on. You think I got time to worry about all this other circus? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here, bro. I'm not a boxing fan. I'm a boxing man. Once upon a time, a coach I know used to say that. Because I realized that I'm not a boxing fan. I'm a boxing man. And I just like it. I like it and I adore it. And I'm not going to let fights like this make me disappear from the sports. I'm not going to let it make me disappear from YouTube. Because right now, when you look at it, when it comes to the conversation of boxing, it ain't really much to talk about when you keep staying in the same circle. That's why I got to give shout out to my brother, the hangout spot, Johnny. I got to give a shout out to him and D Hall, the People Show. When I look at the guests that they have and what they be doing, they ain't out here D-riding. At some point, we got to go do our own thing. We're not being leaders. We're being followers.
Yeah.
We're not being leaders. We're being followers. If you got 5, 6 channels talking about the same thing, doesn't something snap into your head and tell you, damn, well, I want to talk about that, but they talking about it. So now when you flicking through YouTube and you like, let me go see if I can find something where something is being spoke about different. That's why I bring y'all the morning chop-ups. This is the reason why on Thursdays I bring you throwback. Like tomorrow we'll be speaking about David Tua. But of course y'all don't care about that. It's a damn shame. Underrated. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame.
It is.
It's a damn shame, bro.
Yeah.
It's sad, underrated. It is sad from where it had came from the time me and you met up until this point.
Yeah. Sure is, brother.
It's sad, underrated. It's not just sad, it's pathetic.
Yeah.
And y'all don't see nothing wrong with it. Because the only thing y'all keep focusing on is it's money. It's money, yeah, but it's money y'all asses ain't getting. Why are you worrying about the money? Y'all ain't getting it. With your broke asses. You ain't getting it. Unless you're doing draft bet and you bet it, maybe. But other than that, y'all ain't getting it. Y'all be out here acting like y'all managers, y'all act like y'all promoters, y'all act like y'all matchmakers. Like, come on, bro. Like the shit just it's comical to me, but hey, there's a lot of things I ain't supposed to say. Cause I'm supposed to jump on the bandwagon because I'm media. You know how that is underrated. You want to be careful with what you say because when you go to these events, you don't want the rest of the media cats to look at you a certain way. Man, I don't give a shit how nobody look at me. Think I give a shit about that? You
Uh,
ain't gonna touch me. So I don't worry about that. We got into this to create content. And if you can't speak your mind as a content creator or speak your mind as a man, forget that because content creator is just a title. I'm a man. So I'm a man who's going to speak what's on his mind, rather if you want to hear it or not. But when it gets to a point you can't speak your mind as a man, you got a problem. You got a problem. Just like I'm a husband, but that's a title. Before I'm a husband, I'm a man. You can't speak your mind as a man, you got a problem. Because you're too busy worrying about what people are gonna look at you like as when you moving around going places. I could stand online and somebody be like, there go that no duck zone dude. That's that dude that he say this, he say that, say this, he say that. When you ask me in person, I'm gonna tell you in person. You think I'm gonna sugarcoat it and tell you that's just online, dog. Don't pay no mind to that. That's not really me. Motherfucker, that's me 24/7.
all right.
I'm from the BX. Are you crazy? We don't bite our tongues. We don't bite our tongues. That's why my platform is called No Duck Zone. I live a no duck zone life. You think I just speak it because it sounds good? I live a no duck zone life. Some of y'all don't know what that shit is. Oh, that's a cute name for your podcast, man. That's great, man. You know, real cute. But what y'all don't know is that I eat, sleep, shit, and breathe no duck zone. Like y'all, man, y'all can do whatever y'all want. But for the rest of 2025 to 2026, I'm keeping you idiots away from me. I'm keeping y'all away from me. I'm keeping y'all as far as away from me as I can. Yo, what you got for it though, underrated man?
All I can say that freedom of speech thing doesn't make no sense. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning, Free. My brother D Free.
Free. Good morning. It seemed like it just got worse. But you know, what do we expect? I mean,
Yeah,
they don't have no home training or nothing, I don't know. I mean,
Jason Allen, I didn't even know he was there because I didn't even watch it. But yeah, I mean, this is what it's coming to. Boxing's a circus. It's getting worse now. It's getting worse now, and it's only going to get worse. And it's sad because the end of 2025, the fights that's on is actually great. I just gave y'all a rundown. And we got Jerron Bruce Ennis coming back. You might not like his opponent, but it don't matter. He's coming back. Danny Garcia's coming back. Keith Thurman and Fedora going at it. And that card is stacked. We got Michaela Meyer, who's fighting, I think, the 20th. When's her day? I think the 20th, something like that. I keep forgetting her day. It's something like that. I got to think about it. But we got a lot. Boxing's still in a great place.
yeah.
It's still in a great place. I'm not tripping off that. But it's just certain shit. But you know, I don't know. Y'all do what y'all want to do, man. Hey, listen, no, never mind me. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm not telling nobody what they can do, and I'm not telling nobody November 14th you should watch that. I'm not telling nobody what they can and can't watch because who the hell am I? I can't tell y'all that. I told you I'm real. I never push my beliefs on nobody. I can't do that. I promise you, there ain't one person that's on here. If you watch November 14th, I'm not going to talk to you no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know how petty and childish that is? If I told y'all, if you watch this fight, I'm not talking to you no more. How petty is that? Then you can call me a hater. You can say something's wrong with this dude because you're not going to talk to somebody because they watched the fight that you didn't agree with. That's not me. I promise you that's not me. It's not me. Promise you, dog. I'm 42 years old. I ain't 21. I'm not 18. I'm not 15. Trust me, I will not get mad at anybody. But what you're not good to do is come to me as if this is some real shit. That's what you're not going to do. All y'all hyping this shit up. Outrage when Tyson Fury fought. Didn't deserve the fight. He just came from. Yeah, that was. I didn't like that either, yo. I didn't like that either, Free. And Tyson Fury got embarrassed in that. I didn't like that neither. That was something I definitely didn't support. I remember the day they fought. I was up in Poughkeepsie, New York, for an amateur show, and I was with the fighters. Morris Park. We was coming back. We was on the ride. That's a long ass ride too. And somebody had it on their phone. But I remember when I first heard the Tyson Fury enjoy it, and I was like, "This is what we doing?" I guess. What's his name? What you call it? Open the doors for them to feel like, yeah, I know. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about these people that's so outrageous about Tank. Oh yeah. Well, free. My problem is that every time when you bring his, why is it that Tiafimo got to come up, Devin got to come up, Shakur got to come up? I go, what does that got to do with him?
Right.
Well, who has they fought? It ain't got nothing to do with them.
Right.
What are you talking about? Stevenson called him out plenty of times. He told you one time he wanted to fight Stevenson, and the next minute in the interview, he telling you, I'm not interested. He ain't fought nobody. Who is he? Why y'all keep hyping him up? What? Y'all are clearly supporting a guy that doesn't even know what he wants. All he knows is that he doesn't want to be bothered with the sport no more. He doesn't want to be bothered with the fans. He just want to get the biggest bag and disappear. But y'all gonna support him though. Y'all gonna support him. Y'all gonna support him. Now I hope when everybody that was down there to hear what he said and how he said it. Let's see how much longer y'all go continuing to support him. And y'all gonna watch November 14th. Y'all gonna sit home as if it's a new damn movie coming out. Y'all gonna sit home and watch it like it's a new damn Creed coming out. With your popcorn, your alcohol, you're gonna call your peoples over. You know what I'm doing? I'm hoping there's an amateur fight that day, because I'm gonna take my ass there. I hope DAZN does something that day. I hope DAZN does something that day just so I can have a reason not to fucking pay attention to it. I hope Eddie comes with something that day. I hope he does. And I ain't trying to be no hater. I'm just being real. Like, check this out though, y'all. Check this out. What do y'all think happens after the 14th? You think he goes on to fight who he's supposed to? Or do you think he rides out in the sunset? You know what? That's the reason why they did it. I'm gonna tell you why they did that card. They didn't do that card because it made sense. I'm gonna tell you why they did that, Free. They did that shit because they know that nobody was really into looking at it like that. So, we got to give some people a reason to come and watch. Oh, let's add Alicia Baumgartner and let's put Gary on it. They'll watch. They'll watch. Yeah. Antoine, I know you wasn't talking about Mr. Gary. They don't need to put Mr. Gary in the same building as him because all chaos would erupt. Because, Gary Ben wanted that fight. I don't get it. I'm gonna be real with you. If this was him versus Mr. Gary, a lot of people would have been like, but I would have took it. Huh, underrated? I would have took it.
Yeah.
If this would have been Mr. Gary, I would have took it. I'd have said, yo, a lot of people would have been like, but damn, but what happened to Lamar? I would have took that over that. But you idiots want to keep talking about the money as if y'all getting PC and what he making. Y'all sound stupid.
No.
Y'all sound stupid.
Yep.
As if y'all getting what he's, man, like Free said. If Free says this all the time. We don't expect nothing but for you to give us the fights that we're looking for. You said probably take another year or two and make. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, Jason. And I like him. I like him. I've always supported him. Always. There's not been one time I haven't. But far as right now, or not far as right now, period, it doesn't even matter to me what he does after this. Because you can't come back from this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm back. So who wants to fight me now? Does that make sense? Hey, I'm back at 35. Don't hold the division up. Step off. Step off. Step off. You know, dudes trying to downplay who this person fought, who that person fought. The fight that Shakur was in was just a great fight. The one that Devin's about to be in is about to be even a better fight. Teofimo and Shakur, hopefully, if it's not just talks, they're about to get it on. If you think about it, I said yesterday, you was here, underrated.
Uh-huh.
When I put something up, I'm asking, is a fight happening or is it just talks? Because if something is just talks, then there's no need to talk about it no more.
Right.
Because there's a difference from when the fight is happening and it's signed, sealed, and delivered, then we can talk about it. But if you're just saying it's just talks, I'm not the guy, because now we got to talk about why the fight's not happening. I don't want to talk about why it's not happening because we already know 9 times out of 10, money plays a role. And this November 14th is a perfect example. Money plays a role. I feel sorry for a lot of guys who wanted that opportunity that never got it. I look at Lamar Roach, I look at a lot of other fighters, and I go, you guys may not be as talented as him, or you might be. But I feel sorry for when guys can't get a shot. Because remember, I told you, everybody deserves an opportunity. Everybody deserves an opportunity. When Frank Martin got that opportunity, a lot of people was like, what did he do to get here? Hey, Free, you remember that? Jason Allen, you remember that? Anybody in here remembers that? You remember that, underrated?
Yeah.
When it was
I
time for
remember
him to fight Frank Martin, everybody said, what did Frank Martin do? What did he do? There's a lot of fighters we see and we go, what did they do to get this opportunity? What did they do? I remember Floyd Mayweather fighting Andre Berto. And there was some people, even though Andre was that dude, but a lot of people at that time was like, how the fuck he go for Berto? Why he pick Andre Berto? I don't give a shit about no Berto. I didn't say that because I like Berto. It's just all this shit is just crazy to me. I don't get it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't get it, and I don't get some of y'all. But y'all go ahead. I promise y'all, this is what I'm gonna do. Because underrated, this is gonna be the last time. So this is what I'm gonna do. Because I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to either be a hater or I'm complaining, or I always have something negative to say. Damn, Clarence, we thought you was positive, but you've been flipping on us. No, I haven't been flipping. Yeah, and they were the same ones that was saying Tank needs to fight Frank until that happened. Yeah, yeah, till the fight happened. Yeah, yeah. That was crazy. And as soon as Frank Martin got in that position, they go, why is it Frank Martin? It should be Shakur.
Make up your mind.
What? Eh, what? Yo, he clearly ducked Shakur. So I go, how he ducked him? He's fighting Frank Martin. Jesus Christ. Why is he not fighting Tiafimo? Why is he not fighting Devin? I go, oh man, here we go. Here we go with this shit. So he knocks Frank Martin out, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know you can't make people happy. Well, then we need to see him do that to Shakur. I go, yo. And then it goes, no, who has Shakur for it? It always becomes yeah, I'm tired of the bullshit too, Crush. I swear to God I am. Word to my mother. That's the only reason why I'm on it. Because you know in the morning chop ups, I don't even speak boxing. But yeah, but I'm tired of the bullshit. Because then now the question becomes is who is this guy for? And like I told Dude last night on the show, I said it's because of you. It's people like you, and don't worry, there's about 99.9 other assholes like you, or the reason why boxing is the way it is. If he
Right.
comes back and fights Shakur T.O. Roach, oh, I'm definitely watching. You know what? I'm gonna be real with you, Jason Allen. I don't even care about any of that. He lost my support. At this point, it don't even matter. You can't cheat on me and then come back and make up for it. You can't cheat on me and come back and make up for it. It's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. For me, it doesn't have to be for y'all, but for me, it's quiet. It's not just about who you fight. It's about personality and it's about how you treat the fans. Once you say you don't really give a shit about fans or whatever, there's no coming back from that. We would be crazy to sit here and say, you know what, I'm gonna still support them anyway. When the fans are the ones who puts the food on the table. Y'all remember Undisputed? You remember Undisputed? What was the part? Not Undisputed 2, but Undisputed 1. What's the guy who played what was his name? Help me out, y'all. The one they said that was supposed to be a story about Mike Tyson. What's dude's name that played Melvin and Baby Boy? Damn, I forget his name. But there was a part where I think his manager came to see him. And his manager was telling him about what the fans were saying and da da da. And what did he tell him? He said, fuck the fans. He said, no, you crazy? You don't ever say fuck the fans. The fans are the ones that pay the bills.
Right.
Yeah, him too. You know what? I think with Shakur, he gets a little frustrated sometimes with certain shit. But anybody who's saying that, any fighter that's saying that, any celebrity that's saying F the fans is somebody that we can't support. Because I don't want to seem like we picking and choosing about who's saying F the fans, but the people who's doing that, we can't support it. Yeah, there goes his name, Vin Rames. When the dude told him that, he said, no, the fans pay the bills. Anytime we got a fighter, a movie star, an athlete, a rapper who does that, now you can say some fans, because those are not really fans. Because you know
Right.
who your true fans are, so you don't have to go out your way to say fuck the fan. Hey, what you say is my real supporters. I appreciate y'all, and all you fake fans, f y'all. I can understand that. I can understand that part. All this shit is comical to me, man. This is why I don't be like, yo, let me tell you, underrated. I swear, I said it a million times. If I didn't love what I do, I'll walk away from all this shit. Because it's enough. It's enough to make me drink a whole bottle of Henny and just go my ass to sleep. It's enough to make me disappear off of YouTube and be like, I can't. But you know what? I'm not doing that because I don't have to be a part of this shit. This shit is comical. I don't have to be part of it. When you
Yeah.
got 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 channels and we all speaking about the same shit, this is why I distance myself. This is why I distance myself and go, I'm not talking about that shit. It's just, it's shit comical to me. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. But I'm not no hater. I'm not. Because we got to hold these guys accountable. All of them. Because if we pick and choose who we hold accountable, then we're being fanboys. Everybody got to get that smoke. Everybody.
Oh,
If this T.O. Fimo and Shakur Stevenson fight is not made because somebody was asking for more money than the other, then I got to get on that person. We can't be on these channels moving careful because we like one fighter more than the other. We can't be doing that. Everybody got to get it.
yeah.
If certain money is offered to one side and you're a fan of that fighter and you like that fighter and he don't take it and he's been doing this regular routine where he's just been like, yo, man, this is about the fifth or sixth fight that you didn't take that money. What's happening? But then some of y'all don't want to do it. Nah, man, he could take whatever he want to take, or they should give him more. That's what y'all do. The shit is sickening. I'm sick of all this shit, man. I'm gonna be real with you, underrated. That's why I stick to amateur boxing, man. I'll be like, fuck, I don't got time to play with y'all. I stick to amateur boxing and I stick to other fights where I know is, you know what, I'm comfortable on this side talking about this because this other shit over here is one big ass circus.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense to me. It don't. I'm not hating. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all just gonna support anything that y'all see two men put gloves on and call it something. Go ahead, support it. Just know the week of, I'm talking Conor Ben and Chris Eubanks. I dare you to come disturb my shit talking about some dumb shit that I could care less about. And the block button is waiting on me. It's waiting on you. Jesus Christ, I mean, we still on Canelo and Crawford. What's the matter? Like, Jesus Christ. Ain't today the 24th? We still on the 13th? What's the matter with y'all? So I already know when this fight come up, for about a month, y'all gonna be on it. And I dare one of y'all to say, yo, one of the top 25 fights of 2025 was November 14th. I dare you. I dare you. Man, underrated, what you got on there? I'm tired of talking to these fools.
Well, I can say that I don't know why you support a fighter that don't really care about the fans. Only they care about the bag and wherever they in at the moment. And but you're still, but you still want to be around people like that. But you're complaining. And they actually showing you some fighters. They actually show you time after time again. They don't care that y'all could put your time in a better way. I'm into right now. Hey, look, if that's what the fighter said. Okay, no problem. I'm leaving them alone. They're not gonna consume my time. You letting them consume your time, and they don't care. So they could say whatever they want. They could do whatever they want, and you're falling for it. You'll get on lives and talk about like 9 to 10 hours. Why you could talk about something like Brother McClain said that is great fights is coming up that we need to talk about. And then at the same time, we ain't talk about the undercards. Y'all can talk. Y'all can talk about that, but no, y'all don't want to talk about that because it's too much work. Too much work to talk about. Too much work to really talk and break down the fight. You know the things they need to do in the ring. It's too much work. So y'all just want to fall for the hokey though. But they laughing at you. Huh? Say, we got you. We got you. And to me, it's pathetic. 9 to 10 hours. I forgot to tell you, Brother McClay. Yes, sir. Hey, I was like, get my thing ready for get my live ready for yesterday. And it was a great conversation, me and Brother McClain, 12 Hours, and the people in the chat. Great, I'm talking, it was a great conversation. Do you know when I woke up yesterday morning, it was a chat. They talk about the same thing. Going through the live we on. Even when I came back to your channel, we was talking about Wilder, nature. Do you know after 7 o'clock last night they finally got up talking about the same thing?
I'm not surprised.
Me either.
I'm not surprised. These dudes, these dudes have no idea of what creating content is. In their minds, if I stick with this one thing and I say whatever it is I say, no matter how many times I say it, but I'm gonna try to switch it up to make it sound like I'm saying something new, which a lot of them don't. In their minds, that's considered content, and it's not. And that's where the confusion come in, because you have a lot of people who are getting ready to walk in today, tomorrow, next week, the end of this year, 2026, wanting to know what are the criteria of being a content creator. And we got to be the ones to explain that to them, the one who's pushing real content. I was watching Queen's Flip yesterday. He was out here for the Harlem, excuse me, he was out here for the African Day Parade, and I didn't even know because I wish I would have saw him. One kid came up to him and asked him, like, what are the criteria of being that? And the one thing that he said that I love is when he told the kid, be yourself. See, a lot of y'all don't know the definition of being yourselves because you guys act one way on here and then off camera, you're angels. You don't know how to be yourself. You don't know how to create content. You can't think of nothing. So you go, hey, let me take this story. Let me run with this story. Let me keep running with the story. If I look at the views that I got and if it attracts the people, I'm going to run with this story every day from Monday to Friday. And I'm going to sit on my lives for as much hours as I can until I can't sit anymore. Because the longer I keep up with this story, the longer I bring people up that don't know what the fuck they talking about. As long as I get the views, I'm going to keep running with this story. Where you got a guy like me, I give everybody a fair shot. I let people voice their opinions as long as they're keeping it respectful. And then I keep it pushing. Because, you know, I say it all the time. I appreciate every view I get. Every time somebody smashes the like button, I appreciate it. I don't have to sell my soul for views. I don't have to get caught with my mouth on a lollipop for views. You're not going to catch me bending over or bending down on my knees for views. A lot of y'all are just afraid to be who you are. And it's not that serious. And when the scary thing about it is for the rest of this year, going into 2026, it's about to get real dangerous out here on these channels. Now, remember, I told y'all that coming into 2025. I said it's going to get dangerous because of these boxing conversations. And what happened this year, Underrated? What happened? So approaching 2026, these boxing conversations are going to get more dangerous because you're going to have more idiots coming in to these YouTube channels, not knowing what they're talking about. The hosts are going to be letting them up. You're going to have other channels arguing with other channels over a sport that don't give a shit about you anyway. But hey, leave it up to them. Underrated, I am a hater. Because somebody's going to take this video, Underrated, and make it seem like it's a whole video about him. When I'm addressing everything and everybody, I ain't got to hate on nobody. These fighters don't do shit for me. They don't put no money in my pocket. They don't put no roof over my head. They don't take care of me and my wife. I barely bet on them. Some of you guys think you got a right to be crazy and you got a right to act outrageous because you probably do the draft bets and you be betting on some of these fighters, so you think you have a right to be obsessed with them. That don't give you the right. Because you betting on them, it's not gonna make them your best friend. They don't give a shit about you betting on them. That little punk ass money y'all getting for betting ain't nothing compared to what they getting. They don't care about that shit. Y'all are more invested into these fighters than you are into your own selves. Y'all are more invested into these dudes than your own brand. And it's nasty and it's disgusting. And I don't care if it's Shakur. I don't give a damn if it's Tank. I don't give a shit what fighter it is. Anytime a fighter can say that they don't care nothing about just not, I don't care if the fans, this and that. Instead of them saying, for my real supporters, for my real fans, I love y'all. For you fake supporters, you fake fans, hey, F y'all, middle finger to y'all. But when you just saying fans, you're talking about everybody. You're talking about the people who don't support you and the people who support you. That's nasty work. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy. I appreciate everybody too. Good morning. Welcome to the No Dead Zone podcast. If it's your first time, welcome. And if it's not your first time, welcome anyway. Appreciate everybody who smashed that like button. I appreciate all y'all. Thank you. We at 699. Get me up to. I need one more for 700, y'all. Let's keep it coming. And keep in mind, y'all. Keep in mind, nobody has to be here if they don't want. The great thing about a YouTube channel is you get different places that you can go. You got different places that you can sub to and unsub to. So nobody has to be here. If I sound like some hating dude or some dude who just going on a rant, you don't have to be here. If you here, it's because you want to be. Because one thing about me, I don't depend on none of these dudes. I look at all the fights that's coming up for 2025 for the rest of this year. I'm good with it. I'm happy with it. I'm not complaining about none of them. Now you could call me a hater if I was sitting up here saying, yeah, Chris Eubanks kind of been, I don't care. Keith Thurman and Pandora, I don't care. Oh, right. Devin Haney and Brian Norman, I don't care. Anthony Yard and Benavides, it should have been Canelo in that situation. I don't care. I want to see Tank and Shakur. Because that's how some of y'all act. That's how some of y'all act. Still asking for fights. How you gonna ask for something that the other fighter don't want? That's what you idiots fail to realize. If you look at Tank, you look at Canelo, they don't want nothing to do with David Benavidez and Shakur Stevenson. And you idiots still don't get that. Why y'all still don't get that? Why is that so hard for y'all to understand? Y'all gonna get mad at somebody. Get mad at these fighters that you look up to. When you go into a press conference or a weigh-in, when you get a chance, grab your microphone, grab your camera, go up to that fighter and ask him why. Instead of y'all coming out and crashing out on people, go to that fighter and ask him, why don't you want smoke with him? And the first thing he gonna say to you is, who is he and what has he done? Y'all won't get mad at your own fighters, but y'all will get mad at people who speaking against what your fighter is doing. Make that shit make sense. I'm no hater. Swear to God, I ain't. 'Cause I don't care what none of them do. But at some point, you got to say when's enough's enough. We don't need boxing to continue to be a circus. It is what it is. Y'all ain't gonna listen to me. I don't expect y'all to listen to me. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Shit just crazy to me. And I ain't. This gonna be the last day that I even speak about it. I'm just speaking in general because it ain't just about duel. But this is gonna be the last time. So no. For October's getting ready to come in, I ain't speaking about it in October, and I ain't speaking about it in November. Today is September the 24th. It'll be the last time. Some of y'all gonna go on and go on and go on and go on. I'm not doing it. October 11th, we got Boots. October 18th, we got Danny Garcia. The 25th, we got Fedora and Thurman. I know what I'm. So when you come to me with that, you're gonna get dismissed. What you got on that underrated?
I, I, I'm with you. That's all I can say. You couldn't say better than that. So,
Yeah. 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 It's just I don't know, man. I don't be understanding it. And the thing is this: somebody's gonna be like, "Yo, so you telling me after this, if he fights such and such, you ain't gonna watch?" As if people are trying to control what it is that you watch. If I say I'm not watching something and I'm not supporting it, then that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not watching it and I'm not supporting it. And that's in anything. Canelo had a lot of fights I didn't watch and support. Been a lot of fights. What's the dude that just came back? Mr. PEDs. I didn't watch him. I never watch him.
the legend.
Tyson Fury. I don't watch him. There's a few guys that just don't interest me. It's a lot of them I don't. It's a lot of them. But the ones that's doing right by the sport is the ones y'all don't want to support. And it's crazy. Y'all call them washed up or they shouldn't come back. You got guys like Wilder and Spence. You guys constantly just put your foot on their necks. Devin, he can't get a break for nothing. He catch a straight bullet every time he pops up. Shit crazy to me, man. Can't catch a break. But y'all want us to deride who y'all deriding.
Slurp, slurp. Slurp, slurp.
A person tell you they don't care about you and what you think, but you idiots will still go out your way to say, I'm still gonna ride with that person. You's a clown. That's what really lets me know about y'all. Y'all don't have a mind of your own. You don't have a mind of your own. That's like you going to work and your boss telling you, I don't give a shit about my employees. I don't give a shit about them. Why would I come to work for you and you don't give a shit about us? Oh, because they paying you. Well, all money ain't good money. Because if a boss can tell you that they don't give a shit about you, that means you don't care about my well-being. I'm making you money, but you don't care, then I don't need to be here. That's what lets me know that y'all mindset and how y'all think out here in the world is jacked up. A lot of y'all are grown and can't even think for your own. You are followers. Y'all go to these channels, y'all hear what they say, you follow it. something pops up on Twitter, y'all believe it, you follow it. Somebody posted something on Instagram, it may not even be true. But instead of y'all doing y'all research and y'all homework, y'all don't do it. Y'all follow it. Well, it must be true because it's up on Instagram. And by the time you find out it ain't true, you backtracking and then now you want to apologize for it. It's too late. You should have did your own homework on it. If they told you King Kong and fucking Incredible Hulk was fighting for January, you idiots would believe it. That's gonna be a good fight. Yeah, y'all can do whatever y'all want. I swear, for the rest of this year, I'm not gonna bother y'all about nothing. I'm not gonna bother y'all about nothing. And I'm sorry to anybody if I made them feel any kind of way, if I bothered y'all about something. If I sound like a hater, then hey, whatever. I ain't gonna bother y'all. But I'm gonna tell you what, this channel has no room for any of this goofy shit you see going on. Because here we gonna talk about real boxing. Well, McLean, what do you mean? Ain't dude a real fighter? But the fight ain't. We don't talk about WrestleMania on here unless we actually speak in wrestling. No, Doug Zone is not a place for the bullshit. We gonna speak real boxing. That's the reason why Thursdays we have Throwback Thursdays, honoring our retired fighters, rather if they dead or alive. But y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what that. Y'all don't know what that is. Y'all don't know what that is because you too busy deriding these fighters that don't care about the fans. Hey, once upon a time, I said underrated. Certain fights or certain fighters you got to boycott, right? And I had this one idiot say, "You telling telling a bunch of boxing junkies to boycott boxing. You're not a boxing junkie. Stop using that word." Kurt Sugar, rest in peace, was a boxing junkie. Scrapbook Boxing, a boxing junkie. Stormy B Man, a boxing junkie. There's not too many people that can own that title. But what I was telling them is, if it's something that you don't agree with and you don't like, you don't have to go out your way to complain. I'm not complaining about it. Because if I was complaining about it, then I'd be sitting here saying, well, this is what he should do. This is what he should do. Hey, listen, I'm not complaining. But I ain't gonna sit back and listen to y'all make a big deal out of it as if this is who he's supposed to be challenging. And it lets me know furthermore that the shit don't have to make sense. It's just all about the money. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't get it. But smash that like button. Good morning to all of y'all, man. All the 5 people that's watching. Peace and blessings to y'all, man. I hope I didn't mess up anybody's morning. I wasn't trying to, but y'all know me. If you're familiar with being over here, y'all know me already. This ain't nothing new to y'all. This ain't nothing new to y'all, man. And I appreciate all of y'all tapping in with me this morning. I appreciate my brother Underrated. You know what I'm saying? Tapping in.
Thank you.
Make sure y'all join me at Underrated tomorrow. We'll be back at 6:05. Throwback Boxing Talk. David Tour. Yeah. At some point, Underrated, I know you're gonna go live, and I'm gonna try to make it where we got to merge our channels together. Yesterday, I was trying to see how I can do all that, how I could bring Instagram into YouTube, and I said, shit. I read it, but I still didn't get it. So I'm gonna have to sit and maybe go through it again because I was trying to make it happen yesterday. But we gonna get it right for 2026.
Yeah.
Because whether people like it or not, there's certain voices out there that need to be heard, and then there's some that just need to shut up.
Ain't lying about that shit.
Because some people are just talking because they want to be heard, but nothing they're saying is making sense. But I'm going to enjoy boxing the way I know how. How I enjoy boxing is not going to be determined on what fights they make, who's the popular fighter, what's being said. I'm going to enjoy boxing different. And I always tell people I enjoy boxing a little bit different from everybody else because everybody enjoys it when it's going their way, and then when it ain't going their way, they crashing out. I'm not crashing out. I just try to take some shit that don't make sense and make it sense. But now I'm realizing too, you don't have to be a part of these conversations. Continue just to do your own thing. You support amateur boxing, continue to support amateur boxing. You want to support the prospects, the ones that's just coming up, go ahead and do that. All this other goofy, clown, silly shit, stay out of it. So this is what I'm going to tell myself. Stay out of it. When somebody comes and asks you a question about something that you might not agree with, you ain't got to necessarily answer it. When somebody asks you, what do you think about this fight? And I go, I don't think nothing because it ain't nothing to think about. Or I could easily rub it off by, it's all right. Who do you think will win? I don't know. I ain't interested in it. I don't know why you ain't interested. It doesn't matter why I'm not interested. I don't have to explain to you why I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in it. If you're interested in it, then that's cool. Because sometimes people try to bait you and explaining why you don't like a fight. And then the minute you do, you fell for the bait. And that's when the debate comes in, and you wasn't meant to walk into a debate. You wasn't even trying to talk about the fight. But guys got ways of baiting you into shit. And that's what we got to stop falling for. You got to have a mind of, I don't want to talk about the fight. I don't care about it. Da, 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 da. And if somebody just be like, yo, that doesn't make you less of a boxing fan. You're just not interested in that fighter, or you're not interested in that fight. It's very important, underrated, for us to have a mind of our own.
Yeah. Yep.
It's very important. We can't lose that. Because a lot of people are trying to get you to believe what it is that they believe. We can't have that. If there's a fight out there you want to support, go out there and support it. No matter what I'm saying or no other channel saying. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to still go watch that. Hey, I'm not going to stop. Hey, anybody go watch November 14th? I'm not going to tell you right now. I would be crazy to tell you. If you go watch November 14th, unsubscribe to my channel. I'm not going to tell you that. Why the hell would I tell y'all that? That's a hater. Y'all got to start knowing the definition of a hater. Hey, anybody go watch that fight or any other fight I don't agree with, unsubscribe. I'm not going to tell you that. That's crazy. If somebody tells you that, something is wrong with them. Now, if somebody disrespecting you and they're not trying to hear what you're saying, then you can say, hey, if you don't like this channel, unsubscribe. But to tell somebody that if they go watch a fight that you don't agree with, and you tell them to unsubscribe, you are petty, you are childish, and maybe you shouldn't be on YouTube. I personally will remove myself from YouTube if I ever told somebody because I don't agree with a fight to unsubscribe to my channel. Something is seriously wrong with me. Not y'all, me. I can't tell y'all that. I'm not big on, when it comes to voting, right? I'm not big on voting. But I can never tell y'all, don't vote. You understand what I'm saying, underrated? If this is making sense. Because then I'm trying to get y'all to believe what it is that I believe. It don't work like that. I can't push my beliefs on y'all. How the hell can my channel grow and I can expect to get more subscribers if I'm telling people, I'm basically telling you, you got to do as I say. If you want to be over here at this channel, I can't do that. My channel is the way it is because of you guys, because of the subscribers, because the subscribers don't have to be over here. But for the ones that are, that's tapped in with me, that's why I love y'all. But if I'm gonna be on here with y'all, I can't sugarcoat nothing. And it's not for you guys to agree with me. We supposed to agree to disagree, as long as we keep it respectful. And that's what's going on with a lot of these other channels. There's no respect. The hosts get violated. People in the comment section or violating each other with wrenches. It's a mess. There's no home training. There's no control on some of these channels. But there's going to be control here, and there's going to be respect here. Because if this is not the place for you, you're more than welcome to leave. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. But I'll never tell nobody that. Never tell nobody that. That's not the right thing to do. You just can't approach people in that way. You can't tell people what channels to go to. You can't tell people who to sub to. You can't tell people who to unsub to. Well, you can tell people who to, people got to make up their mind on who they want to sub and unsub to. We have to stay out of that and let people make up their own mind. But I'm not one of those guys that do that. That's the reason why the morning chop ups was created. To give a lot of you guys some of that feel good. For that woman who's waking up feeling like she has no hope. Or for that dude that's waking up, I can't get a job, I can't this, I can't get that. That's why we created that. We never really created morning chop-ups for boxing. I just had to address something because last night I didn't let my feelings get the best of me, but I just had to put somebody in their place. Now I will be back later on today and we can talk some boxing. We're gonna really get into it, but we ain't gonna get into it about that. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. We're not even getting into it about that. So y'all can miss me with that. I don't know. We might come back and get on Boots. I think Boots fights in about 2 weeks. Might go ahead and get into that. Other than that, it's quiet. It's quiet. Yeah, there's a lot of other fights that's coming up, but I'm not going to rush to talk about that. Fedora and Thurman, we're going to wait. Devin and Brian Norman, you talk about that now. You ain't got nothing to talk about when November come up. Because what the hell can you say in November that you didn't say already? That's why that fight is on hold, as far as conversation. Even with I think I spoke about the Lubin and Virgil, but I got to come back and do that again. I want to do Shakur and Teofimo, but I have to wait. I don't have to wait, but because I did the Wilder and we don't even know what they got going on. But if a fight is just talk and it's not happening, I'm not tripping. I would love it. Appreciate y'all smashing that like button too, y'all. Thank you. Peace and blessings and good morning to all y'all. All the kings and queens. I love y'all, man. Everybody that's going to school, go ahead and get there, man. If you're in charter school, Catholic school, whatever, go ahead and get there safe, man. Shouts to everybody this morning moving around. You might be driving, listening to me. You might be in a restaurant listening to me. You might be at home. You might be in your office, wherever you at, man. God bless to all y'all. Have a blessed day, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I'm not on here to crash out. I'm not crashing out. I'm not letting the sport of boxing make me crash out. I'm not. That's why I can sit up here speaking the way I do. I'm not gonna let it make me crash out. Because boxing is still one of the greatest things to be a part of. It's just that some of y'all don't serve a purpose. You fans, some of you trolls think you know it all and you don't know shit. You just D-riding. And when that favorite fighter that you got retire, you'll be waiting for the next new fighter to come so you could D-ride off them too. That's all it is. That's why I stick with the amateurs. So at least when they get to that point, I could say I knew this fighter ever since he was 12 or 13. I knew him ever since he was 18. While y'all just getting to know him, I've been knew him. While y'all just getting to know him, I've been knew him. My man Pete Voodoo, been knew him. And a lot of these other amateurs, from Philly to Maryland to Texas, Ohio, wherever they from, I'm about to get to know a lot of them. They're about to get to know me. Because what y'all don't know is that No Duck Zone is going to be all over this amateur boxing. I'm about to be all over from east to west to the Midwest to down south. So while y'all arguing about professional boxers that don't give a shit about you, I'm going to continue to be with these up and coming. Y'all can have this professional boxing talk. I'm about to just let it go and let y'all have it. And I'm about to speak about in professional boxing what I want to speak about, rather if it's updated or not. I'm going to let y'all have it. Because this shit got y'all all in y'all feelings. It got y'all with the moist meters. It got y'all tripping out. As if you're living with these fighters. As if you're a part of their training camps. As if you're a part of their lives. I don't have no favoritism, and I'll continue to not have no favoritism. I don't care if a fight is black, white, or Mexican. Right is right, and wrong is wrong. We just seen one cherry pick go wrong this month. We're about to see another one. You ain't gotta believe me. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yo, underrated man, you got anything on it? Make sure underrated. Drop your link. I want everybody to go subscribe to my brother Underrated Darkness too. We chopped it up yesterday, and it was a great chop up. It was super dope.
All right.
Expect me and him to do more together. We're gonna have some things coming up that me and him probably gonna talk about offline. But we're gonna try to get this men's talk. Of course, I'll be back tomorrow morning. I don't know, underrated. You think I should come back with the morning chop up tomorrow, or should I just come back with a throwback? Oh, we should get boxing in the morning too.
Well, I would tell you one thing might hear first on your channel. I might do underrated boxing talk later on, but I need participation.
Nah, we don't need no participation. As long as you got somebody up there with you, the people.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, listen. One thing I noticed about me, I got 7 people. Well, I got 5 people now. 2 dropped off. It's okay.
Let's see.
5 people watching, 13 likes. Even when nobody's watching me, I don't need no participation. I just need people to listen. Sometimes you just need people. Sometimes you just need people to listen.
People don't even want to damn listen either.
I'm talking about far as you know what, but it's okay because you got to remember, people have to go back to the replay. People gonna watch it over, and you'll know. I guess by the views, you'll know that people's listening.
Let's see.
So it's all good. I don't worry about that.
I got you.
Did you drop your link?
I'm getting ready to go drop a link right now in the chat.
Good morning to all. Like I said, good morning to all y'all. We get ready to take this down because I got some moves I got to bust. I want to appreciate my brother, Underrated One, the #1 grinder, the best kept secret on social media. He's about to drop his link. Y'all make sure y'all go follow the Underrated Darkness. Like, share, subscribe. Jerry Thomas on Facebook. Jerry Thomas on Instagram. Go follow my brother and go follow everybody out there that's doing what they supposed to do.
Yeah.
For the ones who's doing what they supposed to do. If you're following the channel, follow a channel because they're giving you something that you like. Don't deride. Some of y'all are too obsessed with these hosts. It's okay to like a host, It's so like to respect what a host is doing, but sometimes y'all like these channels for the wrong reasons. Because a lot of people say a lot of wrong shit. Instead of y'all correcting them, I'm still gonna ride with them. And that's what y'all do with the fighters. Y'all don't want to correct the fighter when he wrong, but you want to D-ride. Makes no sense. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Everybody be safe out there. Safe travels to everybody. Underrated. I love you.
Love you too.
Later on, big bro. We damn it. I need a boxing. I don't know. I got to think of what to talk about coming back later. We'll get into something when I come back. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll let you know. I'll video chat you or whatever, and I'll let you know. But I love y'all. Appreciate all the
Yeah, you give me
subscribers.
up after if you want. You give me after.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I got you. Appreciate y'all. And like I said, no matter what I say on here, I'm not no hater. Trust me. I speak from a passion. You'll know when somebody's a hater. I speak from a passion. I just try to make the shit make sense. Because we too in love. We too in love with these people who don't care nothing about us. We too in love, and everybody needs to get a reality check when it comes to this boxing. But I'm gonna enjoy it the way I enjoy it, and you guys enjoy it the way you enjoy it, and we'll just go from there. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.
Nice.